Hello. Welcome to another Take 3 Summit. Today we're actually doing something a little different. We are, instead of doing a full breakdown of the draft and everything, we're going to be just doing our own draft. We're going to have a full breakdown discussion on Friday with a very special guest, Jacob London. And it's going to be at a weird time because he's a weird person. he lives in Australia. Send your money and prayers to Australia because they're having a horrible time with forest fires. Are there forests in Australia? They're having a really hard time with just fire. But yeah, it's pretty awful there. But we're gonna have him on the summit, and it's gonna be great. So today we're just doing a draft, and so how it's gonna work is we're gonna treat it similarly to how the Schmoedown's doing their own draft, but we're going to not exclude any of the award winners. So they're all up for grabs, but the top 5 teams plus the team champs are protected. So if you pick one person from the team, you have to take both of the people from the team. And outside of that, the draft order is Malcolm, myself, and Doug. That was randomized. It was very scientifically done. Lots of algorithms because I love algorithms. But at the end of the season, depending on if we forget about this completely or not, we'll see who wins and who loses based on who we pick today. So should be pretty interesting. We're going to start this off. Malcolm, who's your draft pick?
This is pretty easy, but for me. But I'm going to pick Ben Bateman, which means I also get Riley.
Okay.
Wow.
Definitely not the way I thought that was going.
I also didn't think. I've got many screens going. So we got Ben Bateman in round 1, which means your round 2 is foregone for Mark Riley. And yeah, it's already a surprise. All right, so mine is probably not a surprise for anyone that I'm going to be taking Dan Merle. Not a surprise, I don't think, which also means I get John Roca. Doug, is that surprising to you?
No, I knew who you were getting. I'm just completely thrown off by Malcolm's pick. And how could I not? If it fell to me, I said I was going to do it. Give me give me my boys. Give me Shazam.
Yeah, I kind of figured that Shazam was probably going to end up with Doug. Are you taking Bibbs over Brendan Meyer first?
Yeah, we can do it that way.
Okay.
Brandon Meyer's number 1 in my heart, though. I got you, boy.
Perfect. Yeah. So, Doug, you actually get to pick again for round 3.
No, it would be Malcolm.
No, it's a serpent.
Yeah, but because we all got our second pick. We all got our second pick.
It would be Malcolm.
So Malcolm goes to round 3.
Well, hey, semantics. I don't know how to count. Are you kidding me?
It's okay.
Okay, Malcolm, and I suppose you can go.
I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to pick up Alex Damon because he is going into IG next season as well. So
early.
Wow, I am shooketh. Malcolm has taken many chances here. I honestly, I don't even know where he is on my list. Okay, well, the next person on my list. His name starts with a T, and then an O.
I know I should have did it.
And then a period, and then a period. And
oh my god,
so
I should have did it. All right, now that I'm going with my second haymaker of a team, I'm gonna go Paul Preston.
Paul Preston. That's actually Paul Preston was pretty high on my list, so that's.
And then I'm gonna pair him with Rachel Silverstrini.
Whoa. So you're saying that they're going to be a team?
I'm saying they're going to be a team. Yeah.
Oh man, now I got to find borders. So we got teams. Let me group some people up here. Just I feel like it. In my bones.
It's okay. It'll kill some time.
Who needs to kill time? Not me. Okay, so there are some like pretty big names left, and I don't want to fill my roster up with teams, but it's really tempting to just take people. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna take my good boy Kevin Smets.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
I think he deserves to be. He probably deserves to be a round 3 pick, and yet here we are in round 4.
It's okay. He'll understand. There's only 3 of us.
It's true. There are only 3 of us.
There's 3 of us.
This is true. So Malcolm, this is your round 4 pick. Who do we got going?
Well, her name was in the rookie section, and I'm pretty sure she'll be a good pick. I'm picking Amy Rose Eisenbach.
Oh, yeah. Do I have to do the whole last name, or do you know? I'm just gonna do Amy Rose. Is it 2 words? I didn't even see her name in the list.
It was under the rookies.
I'm not doubting that you're wrong. I just didn't really even look at rookies. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Amy Rose is all one word, and then Eisenbach.
I see. Yeah, that's. I kind of thought that I was wrong. Like that. There we go. Malcolm, you also get a round 5 pick.
Before I do that, I'm going to bring up a comment from Matt. Technically, Mark Wiley was my first pick because I got him as I got Ben Bateman. So
yeah, Matt, don't worry. He got picked first. Picked first. Jeez.
But I'm going to pair Amy Rose up as a team with Liz Shannon Miller.
Ooh, I like
That'll
it.
be interesting.
Because she's not had a team yet, so that's gonna it'll be interesting to see if she can translate into teams well. Okay, so my next pick, I'm going to. Oh man, there's some good people left. There's just some good people left. This is hard.
That's common. Shush your mouth, or I'll find your floating home.
Who said that?
Matt.
Oh, Matt says things. Okay, I'm actually gonna go with the odd couple. So Andreyko.
Okay.
And then Snyder.
If this was a real draft and they lasted that long,
there's something wrong with this draft if they lasted. So you are next.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the one person that's probably gonna give Smets a run for his money, and that's Mr. Robert Parker.
Yeah, he was gonna be my next pick if I got there, but obviously I didn't.
And then I'll go with my Star Wars now. I'll go Laura Kelly.
Oh, good pick. EY, right?
Laura Kelly is. I want to say yes. I'm trying to find her on the list.
I have it in my list without that.
I think it's just LLY.
Okay, well, that's I don't need to spell. Okay, so I don't have a pick. So it would go to Malcolm next.
Wow, there's some.
This is tough because both my next 2 picks were just stolen by Doug just then.
You're welcome.
But I'm going to take Mara Knopik.
That's a good pick. I would have had her picked way earlier in the actual draft.
Yeah. 100%.
And then you also get around 7.
Yeah. How many? For my next pick, this is another one that realistically wouldn't go this late, but I'm going to take Mike Kalinowski.
Which means you also get Chance. Nice.
I guess you could say I'm taking a chance on Mike Kaladowski.
You are taking a big chance right now.
A whole chance. One whole chance.
One whole chance.
So, yeah, I feel I don't understand. Okay, so I need someone to go with Tom. And in my heart of hearts, I think the right person to go with Tom is my girl.
Don't do it.
Janine,
Okay.
the machine. What do you mean don't do it? I know I'm breaking up the loony bin and we're gonna get canceled, but I want Janine on my team, and I think Tom and Janine would be a great team, honestly. So
no way he goes this low, but Paul Oyama.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he should go a lot earlier than 7.
A lot earlier. We are 3 people, guys.
Yeah.
Don't judge us. You know what?
There are a couple big names left.
There is, but I want to kind of take a shot on the rookie. And if anybody's calling a shot on a rookie as Robert Parker, you have not watched Fan League matches. Ooh, because I want to see what she does. I'm going Dorina.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. It could be an interesting mix there. I need a Star Wars player, and I'm going with my boy.
I was about to say, you know who you should take.
Who should I take? Ken Knapsack?
No, that person that you got right there on your board.
There you go. Yeah, I think he could have won that match at Spectacular. So, yeah. All right, Malcolm, you get your round 9 pick.
I'm going to take a chance on someone who's only had 1 match so far, but I think he's a reactor with a lot of force. I'm going Robert Adams.
That's an interesting pick.
Nice. All right, now we're getting into hard times for me. You can't have a list without the undefeated Tim Franco. Who's at my number 9? Undefeated.
Well, undefeated in singles.
In singles. He's undefeated for like 3 years in singles. I don't know how people are sleeping on Tim Franco.
3 years. Guys, 3 years.
All right, Doug, you get your 9 and your 10. So your last
All right,
picks.
let me do it.
Make them count.
Let me go with the Bagel Boy himself.
Oh man.
And let me go with his partner in crime, soon to be, until she breaks his heart, with some Bonnie Somerville.
Oh my gosh. I don't even.
I'm
gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look her up because
Bonnie, and then Somerville.
Yeah, there's so many ways to spell that
Bonnie.
name. Perfect. Wow, what an interesting dynamic. Your team is very. I literally do not understand how this person is still available. So I'm going to take Ethan Irwin. That's my last pick. There is no universe that Ethan Irwin is the last pick.
No, nowhere. I mean, unless people think like I do that he doesn't ever correct anything that's wrong with his game.
I was trying to pick people that I thought you guys would take early on, and then just filling out the rest of my roster with some of these like really golden picks here.
Malcolm gets his last pick. What's your last pick, Malcolm?
Yeah, I'm going and I've already got 3 teams, so I'm going to form another one. But for my final pick, I'm going to get Alonso Duralde to pair up with Robert Adams.
Oh my gosh,
that'll be interesting. That'll be an interesting team. I mean,
I was
Robert
temp-
does know the game, so
I mean, I was tempted to go with his partner Chris, but I don't really know much about him.
That is an interesting team, honestly. Okay, so I have them paired up, but like they're really far away. So let me use a slightly different yellow. And then like they'd be a killer team. So let's pair them. Did you want to pair up anyone on yours? Doug, you have Darina, Ben, Bonnie, and Paul.
I kind of want to leave Paul by himself because he's a better singles player than he is a teams player because he has to rely on somebody.
That's fair.
Ben, I think I'm going to put along with Robert and Inner Geekdom. I'll do Dorina and Bonnie together.
Oh, wow. Interesting. An interesting team. Poor Ben. I think Ben would have made a really great teammate.
He would have. In my other mock draft, they are together and they're called Sexual Appeal.
Perfect. I love it. So there are some interesting lists here. I think particularly for me, I'm seeing Malcolm's list as being the most wild card with a couple rookies. Well, one rookie, someone who only has played one match. So it feels like they should be a rookie. And a little bit of wild card action going. Doug has a little bit safer team.
Whoa, what's that supposed to mean?
In terms of just there are rookies, but like they're tested, like.
I don't know if they're that tested. I mean,
Doreen is not tested, but Rob definitely is.
Ben's not fully tested. You watch him on a couple episodes, he's a little weaker. I mean, I think I could mold that into something.
Brian Nusman brings up a good point. He's surprised that no one picked Lon Harris.
Now, all right, Brian, let's just surprise all of our good friends over at Call to Action more. Nobody took Andrew Guy or Drew McWeeny. Just
listen, guys, we only had 3 people here and it went super fast.
It's true. We literally, like, if there was a 4th person, like, those people would not be here. They would be on a list. It's just the fact we had 3 people. We obviously were picking favorites as well. People we thought would be in. We didn't even say our faction names, so mine's the Corgi Crew because, of course, it is. Doug, what's your
Hal's Moving Castle?
Yeah, it's pretty punny. What about you? What's yours? And what does it reference? Is it
mine is Schmoedown 43. It's a running joke is that people like making fun of me for liking movie 43, so that's what it's referencing.
Well, maybe it's because you're from New Zealand. Maybe it's all like New Zealand humor or something. Because it's not very good. That's pretty awesome. Whoa. Whoa. Are you looking at my team? I've got some amazing people on my team.
You do.
I have feelings. I have feelings about my team. I have strong feelings. Is there anyone that you really wish you had been able to draft? So we'll start with Doug. Is there anyone that you're like, man, I wish I had picked them around earlier so I could actually get them?
Yeah, but if I did, you would have took the team. I wanted Tom with Paul Preston so bad.
That would have been pretty good. That would have been really good. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I got my girl Rachel in there. It's all good. Shh.
What about you, Malcolm? Is there anyone you wish you had been able to have a do-over on?
Yeah, I mean, like personally, if I hadn't picked so many audience protected teams, I probably would have taken Andrew Guy as well, just to make all the Call of Action people happy that Guy and Ben are back together.
That's a good person, Malcolm. Just what a good person. Yeah, I honestly like that is something I regret not being able to do is taking Drew McWeeny and Andrew Guy into a team because Drew McWeeny is amazing and Andrew Guy is like a really great like sideline coach. So I tried really hard to have a couple people in the faction that knew the game very well. So like Andrew knows the game really, really well. Dan and John know the game well. Kevin knows the game well. And Draco and Snyder usually do, and Janine knows the game really well. So like they're good sideline coaches, you know, alongside the actual coach. So I think, I think that's what I was thinking about. Experienced players who know the game, and also Ethan Irwin, who knows just everything else. Doug, did you have like a specific strategy you were going for in terms of who you were looking to get?
Bibbs and Myers are obviously going to probably be the number one contenders after their match. So that's going to be that. I want Paul Preston and Rachel to work together well to build up to that tournament. Robert, 6 matches. I foresee maybe less, 5 matches. I foresee him going up against Mets. Laura Kelly, I think this year will dethrone Alex. Just a hot take.
Wow.
I like Alex a lot. He is one hell of a player, but he is going to be between 2 divisions, and I think Laura's going to dethrone him. And Andrew, no disrespect. I just think Laura is on a whole nother level when she's fully getting ready. Paul, I think he's kind of ready to get back out there and go after the belt again. Dorina, she's just weird and going to make people feel weird at times on the table. So I think she's going to be an excellent pairing with Bonnie. And they're just going to be like, I'm going to call them goth queens.
I like that.
And I think it'd be awesome. And then Ben Goddard is going to be the mold of clay that I will mold into this excellent player who understands the game. Yeah, team.
I think Ben is going to surprise a lot of people this season. That's all I'm going to say.
Me too. I think he'll be really good with a manager.
I think he'll be fine without a manager, but I think he's going to surprise a lot of people this season. The Bagel Boy, he knows some things. Malcolm, what about you? Do you have a specific strategy in terms of like who you were looking to get and like how you thought about putting all this together?
Well, I mean, I did consider taking Bibbs to screw up Doug's plans, but then I thought, well, no, I might try and grab a champion early on, which is why I went with who's the boss first up. But yeah, it's one of those ones. I didn't really have so much of a strategy, just thinking of people who may work well together as a team, trying them out, because I mean, there's probably going to be a whole lot of new teams forming after this draft, depending on how it actually falls together. And also because Alex is also doing Inner Geekdom, which is why I actually took him early on.
That was a really good pick. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was up pretty high in my overall list because he was also going to be doing Inner Geekdom this season. So that was a regret of mine that you took Alex, because Alex is interesting because he really knows the game really well, even though he hasn't played a lot of matches. He knows the game so well, and I think he's gonna do well in Inner Geekdom. I have a feeling. But yeah, I think my overall strategy, like I said, was getting more experienced players so that they can, not manage themselves, obviously, but it's good to have at the desk if you have a split-second decision, and then making sure you get some like really heavy hitters in there. So, I got like Dan and John and Tom. Kevin.
It's great because nobody drafted her. You could have an advisor known as Video Drew and keep that whole team aspect together.
My next question was going to be like, if you had to pick an advisor, who would it be for your like actual draft board? And my choice was going to be Drew Grant, because obviously We got to keep Tom and Drew together somehow. But I think that she would be hilarious. You put Video Drew with Dan and John on like a sideline. The chaos.
No, we must give them the components they need. She walks out with chargers.
Video Drew and Jeff Snyder. Just think.
Oh no.
Just think.
I don't want to think about that. That's
And then of course, Video Drew and Janine, after all the comments this year about
she just brings out
her
a
being
WD-40.
Yeah. I'm just like in my head, there are so many great combinations that could happen. What about you, Malcolm? Is there a person you would want to help you advise this bracket you have?
Yeah, I don't know if we can we have more than one advisor?
Oh, why the heck not? Do what makes you feel good.
I mean, my advisors would probably be quite chaotic because I'm thinking of the Royal Berries.
Oh my gosh.
Would that really be advising anything?
They'd just be there to like drink beers.
No, you need to get drunk. That is the key to your gameplay. Get drunk.
Get drunk. Amazing.
They'll be the cheerleaders that come out on dressed up in cheerleader outfits with pom poms.
They would be amazing advisors. I'm really digging it. What about you, Doug? Any thoughts on who you'd like to advise your team?
Yeah, I'm gonna steal Malcolm's #1 draft pick. Because that's the best advisor of any team.
I don't think we're allowed to take.
Shoot. Now, if I was picking an advisor, maybe. I'm trying to think. Who would I think would be really good for this team?
There are quite a few people who could be really great advisors.
But anyway, on a serious note, my actual pick for advisor will probably be Andrew Guy.
Malcolm. That's a great choice. That is like it is a really good choice. Guy knows the game too well, is really what I'm saying.
Ooh, RB3.
Ooh, I like it. He would just make everyone feel good.
Yeah, he would get people relaxed during the matches, and like I could like he's a film buff. Like so like if I ever needed a challenge thrown out there, like and I didn't know the answer to it, which, you know, would happen sometimes probably. I think that'd be a great person to have as a consultant or advisor on your team.
That's a great pick. Yeah, I'm really digging it. So obviously the teams that we created aren't actually going to be real teams, although I have a couple in here that I think would be really great teams. So if anyone is watching, managers, and you want to steal some of our ideas, feel free, because I think Paul Preston and Rachel Silvestrini would be
what? I know. That or Tom. Put either one of those together, and you've got a slam dunk.
I really enjoy Tom and Janine, honestly. I think it's really funny. I think it's really funny. But if anyone wants to steal our ideas, feel free. You're more than welcome to. But yeah, obviously the teams won't be together, but at the end of the season, if we remember, we won't. Doug might. He's very smart. If we remember to look, we'll figure out who wins based on our initial draft. We asked you to be on, Matthew. I get it. That's very smart. You're pretending to be the Titanic of the Schmoedown, and I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. That's a good callback. My immediate reaction was to call you out, which
it worked.
Yeah, it worked. That's pretty much accurate. So that's our draft. Yeah, I'm cool with mine. I hope everyone's cool with theirs. But yeah, so let's sign out. It's a nice short episode, but we got our big draft conversation happening later on. So so we got plugs. Malcolm, how many shows do you have to plug today?
My bid is 8. We'll say 8.
But yeah, you can find me on Tape 3 hosting Ranked every Saturday night now, and I should move from Sunday. You can also find me doing Full Metal Random over on Full Metal channel. And yeah, that's pretty much all I do. You can catch me on going around on fan leagues as well. Plus, I might have a new show starting up, but still, that's still on the works and not ready to be announced. But
Nice. I love new shows. Speaking of new shows, do you have any new shows, Doug?
Yeah, I got a show called The Manor. It used to be called The Bloody Manor, but we're switching it up because we were making it more open to everyone, not just horror fans. I think it'll be a lot more fun to have a bunch of people discussing movies in a round table setting, and that'll be coming out rebranded real soon. We're working on our best of the decades, so it's a lot of fun. And Transvail will be back soon, I promise. We all just have holiday stuff going on, so it's kind of hard to get the party together, but we will be back.
Nice. Yeah, and I also have a new show. We're gonna probably announce it within the next couple weeks, so keep your eye out. We'll just throw the video like on Facebook and maybe here, I don't know, we'll do something. So yeah, announcement within a couple weeks, and the first episode should be hopefully soon. Outside of that I can't say anything about. You can also find me hosting the summit, of which we will have an episode focusing on the draft and the awards later on this week. And we also sometimes do reactions, and that's literally everything I do on the channel. You can find me outside of that as Smith_K10, the number, not the word, Twitter, Instagram, Stardust, even though I don't post anything on Stardust. And that's it. So thank you guys for joining us for our draft. Let us know in the comments what you thought about our teams. Who has the best draft board? There's an obvious answer here. It's Malcolm. No, it's me. Is it obviously? Maybe it's Doug. I'm not sure. One of us has the best team. We'll find out at the end.
I mean, there was only 3 of us, so we all have pretty decent teams.
It's accurate. It's pretty accurate. But yeah, let us know who you thought had the best team, and we'll see you guys later on for some more draft talk.
Also, we won't be like a sinking boat. Bye.